press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome to part 27 of chemical bonding. So in the previous class we have discussed few questions regarding the chemical bonding question, and in this class we will have a continued session of the competitive questions discussion. So the next question will be, which of the following pairs have identical bond order? Which of the following pairs have identical bond order? Okay, before going to start learning regarding the bond order, we must know some tricks to remember the bond order. Okay, bond order values anna identify ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, determine ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ it will take more time. Okay, other than that I suggest one important trick to remember the bond orders of different molecules, that is based upon their number of electrons. Okay, for that, if you take an example of molecule with number of electrons is equal to 14 electron system in a molecule ge bond order estirtade, that is equal to 3 irutte. For example, N2 molecule, nitrogen molecule will have the bond order of 3. Like that, 15 electron system, 16 electron system, 17, 18, 19 and 20. And with respect to that, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 and 8. Okay, first we have to write the ascending order followed by the descending order. Here the bond order of 14 is 3. Bond order for molecules with 15 electrons and 13 electrons, both are having bond order 2.5. This is decreased by 0.5, and the molecules with electrons 16 and 12 will have the bond order 2, that is decreased by 0.5, followed by the molecules with 17 electrons and 11 electrons will have the bond order 1.5, and 18 and 10 will have the bond order 1, followed by 19 and 9 they will have 0.5 bond order. At last 20 and 8 they will have 0 bond order. Okay, this is the list of bond order that you must remember in order to solve any questions regarding the bond order. Okay, the first option is given like that, N2 and O2 2 plus. N2 means each nitrogen atom will have 7 electrons. We have 2 nitrogen atoms here. In total we are having 14 electrons. Followed by each oxygen atom will have 8 electrons. 8 2s are 16 minus 2, that is 14 electrons, means both the molecules are having same 14 electrons. That means both the molecules will have same identical bond order, that is 3 and 3. So which set will be the correct answer here? Option 1 will be the correct answer. Okay, then next question. Before going to solve the problems regarding the bond order, you must remember this chart. Okay, so the next question will be, sodium chloride is an ionic compound whereas hydrogen chloride is mainly covalent because. Okay, what is the nature of ionic compound? NaCl followed by HCl. The question is like this, why NaCl is ionic and why HCl is covalent? Okay, ionic compounds are formed majorly between a positive and negative ions, or a metal and a non-metal. These molecules are formed in between metals and non-metals, while the covalent molecules are formed in between two non-metals. Okay, ivu non-metals ಗಳ ನಡುವೆ formation ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, while the ionic compounds are formed in between the two metals. Okay, out of 4 options, sodium is less reactive, that is wrong option. Hydrogen is a non-metal, that will be the correct option for this question, that is this HCl molecule which is formed by the combination of 2 non-metals. Okay, 2 non-metals ನಡುವೆ combination ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it will become a covalent bond. It is formed, this bond NaCl is formed in between metal and a non-metal, that is why this is ionic bond. Okay, option 2 will be the right answer. So the next question, which molecule is linear? Which molecule is linear? Here some of the examples. The first example is NO2, second one is ClO2, third one is CO2, and the fourth one is H2S. Okay, this concept will be explained entirely based upon the hybridization concept. Okay, the question is like this: which of the molecule is linear in nature? If the molecule, if they show linear structure, means they used to undergo sp to sp hybridization. Okay, sp hybridization anna yav molecules ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅವುಗಳ shape linear shape allirutte. Among all these, which molecule shows sp hybridization? Means here the central atom is nitrogen. This hybridization can be calculated by using this formula: x is equal to v plus m minus c plus a. Okay, for this molecule, central atom is nitrogen. Nitrogen atom will have valence electrons of 5 plus, here we have no monovalent atoms, that means 0. 5 by 2 is 2.5. This will not be the right option. Okay, hybridization nalli decimals barodilla, fractions barodilla, so that is wrong. Second one, here the central atom is a Cl. Cl alli valence electrons 7 irutte plus monovalent atoms yaudu attach illa matte charges kuda illa. 1 by 2 by 7, 7 by 2 means 3.5. That is also wrong option. The third one it is, here the central atom is carbon. If we calculate the hybridization of carbon atom, here the number of valence electrons on carbon atom are 4 plus, because of the absence of monovalent atoms here, oxygen atom is a divalent, not monovalent atoms, that is why it should not be considered here. Okay, 0, because of neutral nature it will not carry any type of charge, that is why 4 by 2 is equal to 2. If a value of x is equal to 2 means that could exhibits sp2 hybridization. Those molecules which exhibits sp2 hybridization, they can show linear geometry. Okay, among all these examples, which molecule shows linear geometry? Carbon dioxide, that is option third will be the correct one. Okay, next, what will be the next question? The intramolecular hydrogen bond is present in. Okay, in hydrogen bonding there are two types of bonding are there: intermolecular hydrogen bonding followed by intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So the options are like this: the first one is phenol, the second one is orthonitrophenol, the third one is paranitrophenol, and the fourth one is paracresol. Okay, while learning about the hydrogen bonding, you must know that hydrogen bonding takes place in between hydrogen atom of one molecule with most electronegative atoms like fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen of same molecule or different molecules. Okay, here this is ortho substituted product, orthonitrophenol it is. Here in between the oxygen atom of NO2 group followed by hydrogen atom of OH group, there is a generation of intramolecular hydrogen bonding will be there. Okay, there is a generation of which bond it is? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding, because here the hydrogen bonding takes place in between the most electronegative atom like oxygen and the hydrogen atom of the same molecule. ಇಲ್ಲಿ hydrogen bonding within the molecule ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ intra ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. If we consider an example of paranitrophenol, it can exhibit intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So for this question, which will be the correct option? Second option will be the correct option, that is orthonitrophenol. So the next one, next question, which one of the following statements is about C2 molecule is wrong? Bond order of C2 is 2. In vapor phase, C2 molecule is diamagnetic. In double bond, C2 molecule consists of both pi bonds because of the presence of 4 electrons in 2 pi molecular orbitals. And the last option. Okay, in order to explain this concept, we must know about this C2 molecule. What is the bond order of C2 molecule? First, if we calculate the bond order of C2 molecule, then we can easily predict their nature of C2 molecule, whether the pi bonds are present or whether the sigma bonds are present means. Okay, each carbon atom will have 6 electrons. Here we have 2 carbon atoms, that means we have 12 electrons. Okay, ನಾನು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬರ್ತದೆ? 12 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಗೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಫಾರ್ 12 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2. ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ 14 13 12 14 3 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 13 2.5, 12 it is 2. Okay, the bond order of carbon C2 molecule is 2. Okay, followed by, in case of C2 molecule, if you write the molecular structure or energy level diagram, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, followed by, it is less than 14 electron system ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to follow this method 2 1 2 1. That means pi 2px is equal to pi 2py. It will come first. Okay, for this energy levels we have to distribute the total number of 12 electrons. Okay, here 2 2 2 4 6 8 10 plus 12. So the 12 electrons are equally distributed into this energy molecular orbitals such that there were no electrons present in the sigma 2pz. Sigma 2pz ಅಲ್ಲಿ electrons enter ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ in between those atoms there is no formation of sigma bond ಅಂತ. Okay, here the formation of only pi bonds can take place. In between C2 molecules, bond order is 2 means 2 bonds are present and those 2 bonds are pi bonds, not sigma bonds. This concept was explained on the basis of molecular orbital theory. Okay, which is the correct option here? Option third. Double bond in a C2 molecule consists of only pi bonds because of the presence of 4 electrons in a 2 pi molecular orbital. That is why third option will be the correct option. Okay, next. So the next question. Solid sodium chloride is a bad conductor of electricity because, okay, solid sodium chloride. Okay, what is the minimum requirement for the conduction of electricity? Okay, how the molecules conduct electricity and when the molecules conduct electricity ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ when they have free ions. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆವಾಗ ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸು ಆ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. But here the solid NaCl, what will be the arrangement of ions in case of solids? In solids the ions are strictly bounded to each other. Okay, ions NaCl molecule ಇದೆ, solid ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ions they are unable to move freely. Okay, ಆ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರದೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಆ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ NaCl ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಯಾನ್ಸು ಫ್ರೀ ಇರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಬೌಂಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಕುಲಾಂಬಿಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದನ್ ಮಾಲ್ಟನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ವಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ Na plus and Cl minus ions ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ and these ions are free to move and they can easily conduct electricity. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ions are not easy to move and they are fixed to a particular position. That is why to carry the electrons or to carry the electricity they may feel very difficulty. Okay, which will be the correct option here? The third one, that is the ions present in it are not free to move. Okay, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ions free ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. That is why they do not conduct electricity. Okay, option third will be the right one. Next one. So the next question, it is question number 29. HBH angle in BH4 minus is, which is the molecule given here, BH4. If we want to determine the angle of the molecule means first we have to identify its hybridization. First we have to determine the hybridization of the molecules. By using that hybridization concept we can easily predict their bond angle and bond lengths. Okay, first here the central atom will be the boron. How can we calculate? the hybridization of the molecule. Here the central atom is boron. It is having how many electrons? It is having 3 electrons plus the number of monovalent atoms attached here are 4 plus minus charge ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ 5 plus 3 8 and 8/2 is 4. Value of x is equal to 4. If the value of x is equal to 4 means it should have sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ sp3 hybridization ಇದ್ದು ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ x minus terminal atoms. Okay, x value ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 4 ಇದೆ. Terminal atoms ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Again we have 4 minus 4 equal to 0. This particular molecule BH4 minus, it will have sp3 hybridization followed by 0 lone pairs ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ there is no change in the structure of the molecule such that it can exhibit which shape? Tetrahedral shape. Okay, tetrahedral shape ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ molecules ನ bond angle ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? It will have 109 degree 28 minute. Which is the correct option given here? Option 3rd will be the correct option, that they have given 109 degree 28 minute. Okay, the next one. So the next question is, which of the following is the correct pair? The first option, that is BCl2, that is given as linear. Okay, here they have given a list of compounds. Okay, and along with that they have given a shape of the molecules. We have to identify which pair is the correct pair. Okay, here the shape of the molecules can again predicted by using the hybridization concept. First we have to identify the hybridization of the concept. Okay, here beryllium will be the central atom. Beryllium central atom ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ number of electrons ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? valence electrons. If you want to calculate half into valence electrons in beryllium are 2 plus 2 monovalent atoms are attached here without any charges. 2 plus 2 4/2 is 2. Value of x is equal to 2 means that should exhibit sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ what will be the structure of the molecule? That is linear in nature. For a molecule exhibiting value of x is equal to 2 means the structure of the molecule will be linear. Which is the correct pair given in the following examples means BeCl2 will be the correct pair. Okay, for example, if you take an example of NH3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಹಾಕೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. You can calculate on your own mind. Okay, here nitrogen atom will have how many lone pair of electrons, how many bonded pair electrons and how many valence electrons? How many valence electrons are there in nitrogen? 5 na? 5 plus monovalent atoms are 3. 8/2 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? 8/2 is 4 na? It is having sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಶೇಪ್ ಬರಬೇಕು? sp3 with single lone pair ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು pyramidal geometry ಬರಬೇಕು, but they have given linear. That is wrong. Second one, carbon dioxide molecules, that is we already know that is having sp hybridization followed by linear geometry, but they have given here is a tetrahedral. That is also wrong. And the fourth one, it is BF3 molecule, that is well known compound that can exhibit trigonal planar geometry with sp2 hybridization, but they have given octahedral. That is also wrong. The only correct match here it is option 1, that is for BeCl2 molecule linear geometry it can show. Okay, so the next question. So the next question will be, the molecule with a zero dipole moment is, molecule with a zero dipole moment, the first molecule, that is PCl5. That is the first molecule. The second one is dihydroxy compound, that is OH. Third one it is and the fourth one, it is the fourth one, and the third one it is carbon dioxide. Okay, these are the 4 examples given, and they have asked that ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಗೆ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಝೀರೋ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ we will come to this particular PCl5 molecule. Here the moment of dipole ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ? The moment of dipole is from less electronegative atom to more electronegative atom. Here phosphorus is less electronegative followed by Cl. So the moment of bond dipole like this, here like this, here and here. If we consider the net dipole moment of all these bond dipoles, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು upward direction ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು downward direction ಇದೆ, both cancel with each other. Followed by here, if you consider the net dipole moments of these dipoles, okay, both are in the same direction. Here also it is present in the opposite direction, both the dipole moments are cancelled with each other such that their dipole moment is equal to 0. And the second one, here oxygen atom is more electronegative than carbon here, so the moment of dipoles takes place like this. Here also takes place like this, both are in a opposite direction, but here there is no cancellation of bond dipoles takes place. ಯಾಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ? even though the most electronegative atom is attached towards opposite direction, there is no cancellation of bonds because here the shape of OH is again extended like this. ಈ ಥರ extend ಆಗಿದೆ. again among oxygen and hydrogen is less electronegative which gives electron towards oxygen. ಈ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. again two dipoles arises. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ಸು ಎರಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವಾಟ್? ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ವಿತ್ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಝೀರೋ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್? This molecule. The option second will be the correct option here. Okay, if we look into the option fourth, what happens here? Here we have only one fluorine atom, direction of dipole like this, direction of dipole is towards downwards, both cancel with each other, dipole moment 0. And carbon dioxide molecule here, moment of dipole like this, moment of dipole like this, from less electronegative to more, from less electronegative to more, such that bond dipoles cancel with each other and they have zero dipole moment. Okay, option 2 will be the correct option. Okay, next, what will be the correct option? Option 2. So the next question is, shortest carbon carbon bond length is present in. Okay, here they have given some examples, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, this is the first example, and the second one CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, second examples. Third one CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2, and the last one it is CH triple bond C. So this will be the last option. Okay, shortest carbon carbon bond length is present in that. Okay, we already know that carbon carbon single bond length is 154 picometer. Carbon carbon double bond will have 134 picometer, and carbon carbon triple bond will have 120 picometer. Okay, carbon carbon single bond means sp3, it is sp2 followed by this is sp. Here which example is exhibiting which type of hybridization? If we identify the nature of hybridization, we can easily predict the bond length of that particular examples. Okay, here all the carbon atoms are singly bounded here, that means all they can exhibit sp3 hybridizations. sp3 ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವುಗಳ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದ? It is 154 picometer. Second option also, all the carbon atoms are attached with 4 sigma bonds, all are exhibiting sp3, all are having sp3 hybridization. Again, if we come to the third one, here this carbon atom will have single double bond pi bond ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it must have sp2 hybridization. It is also here also sp2 ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? It is having 134 picometer. At last, this question, in this we will have this carbon atom will have single and here one more sigma, 2 sigma and 2 pi bonds are present. That means it exhibits sp hybridization. Sp, all the carbon atoms here they can exhibit sp hybridization. That means they can exhibit a bond length of 120 picometer. Okay, which is the right option here? Option 4th. Okay, ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಲೋಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. So which is the next question? Atoms attains octet by losing or gaining or sharing of electrons. It is assumed to be stability is due to 7 electrons in outermost shell. Then chlorine is written as. So this is quite interesting question. Okay, here they have given that usually we have considered atoms with 8 electrons in their outermost electrons. That means octet ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತವೋ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಎ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೇ ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದರೆ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಆಟಮನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ವೆದರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಮೈನಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ 8 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಸಿ ಎಲ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಂತ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೆಲ್. ಬೈ ಗೈನಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ 1 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 8 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಟ್ 7 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, 7ನೇ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಆಟಮಲ್ಲಿ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದಟ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ಟರು ಅದ್ರ ಕೂಡ 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 7 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. Which is the correct option here? Option 3rd, Cl will be the correct option. Okay, first option alli Cl minus andre 8 electron ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Second option alli Cl minus 2 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 9 electrons ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Fourth option alli Cl plus andre it will become 6 electrons. That is not equal to 7. Okay, the correct option is option 3. So the next one, polarizability of halides. Polarizability of halide ions increases in the order. Okay, here they have given F minus, Cl minus, Br minus and I minus. Okay, this polarizability of anions and polarizing power of cations which can be explained on the basis of what? Which principle? Fajans principle or Fajans rule in ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, what it says Fajans rules with respect to the negative ion, it says that larger the size of an ion, larger the size of an ion, more will be its covalent character or polarizing power ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, here F minus, Cl minus, Br minus and I minus. This is the correct order of representing these 17th group elements. It is down the group their atomic size increases na. F minus has less size than Cl minus, it has less size than Br minus and Br minus has got less size than I minus. Okay, size of F minus, size of these series ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ F minus less than Cl minus, less than Br minus, less than I minus. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಯಾನ್ ಯಾವುದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಐ ಮೈನಸ್. ಆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪೊಲರೈಸಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಯಾನ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಆ ಅಯಾನಿಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್? Which is the correct order here? Polarizability of halide ions increases in the order ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. increases ಅಂದರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ Cl ಮೈನಸ್, ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ Br ಮೈನಸ್, ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ I ಮೈನಸ್. ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? Option 4 will be the correct option here. Okay. So the next question. So the next question is, which one is not a conductor of electricity? This concept is already arised here. Which is not a conductor of electricity? Okay, if we want to conduct the electricity means we need some ions. Okay, NaCl in aqueous solution, that means it is dissolved in water ankoli. Aqueous solution alli it dissociates into Na plus and Cl minus na. Cl minus means the ions are very free to move and they are very free to conduct the electricity. So in aqueous state NaCl conducts electricity, and in molten state it can conduct electricity because there is also presence of ions takes place. And the fourth option is Ag metal, silver metal. All metals are good conductors of electricity because of the presence of free electrons in them. Okay, here option 1, option 3 and option 4 all are they acts as good conductors of electricity except option 2, that is solid NaCl. The reason for this is that I already given here, solid NaCl which do not have any free ions to conduct the electricity. Okay, which is the correct option here? Second one, 35th question, second option will be the correct, that is NaCl in a solid form which acts as a bad conductor of electricity. Okay, so the next question, 36. Among the molecules given below, select the molecule for which mu, that means dipole moment is equal to 0. Yava molecule ge dipole moment 0 irtade anta kelidare. Okay, the first example is like this, Cl, 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 and the second one and the third one. At last, fourth one. These are the examples of molecules. Under that we have to identify which of the molecule should have zero dipole moment. Okay, zero dipole moment ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? Dipole moments should cancel with each other. Dipole moments ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? Cancel ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ cancel ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. Here carbon is present, Cl is also present. Which one is more electronegative? Cl. So the moment of bond dipole takes place like this. Here also and here also. Dipole moment takes place from less electronegative atom to more electronegative atom. If you consider the net electron density, net dipole moment of all these directions or bond dipoles means that is there is no cancellation here, that is not exactly equal to 0. Okay, avugala dipole moment alli 0 irodilla yakandre avugala cancel agodilla bond dipoles. Next one, here the direction of dipole moment is like this, here like this. Moment, direction of dipole moment is like this, which do not cancel with each other since mu is not equal to 0. And the third one, here this bond dipole, here it is in this direction, it is in this direction, it is upward direction. If we consider the net dipole moments of these two bond dipoles, ಇವೆರಡೂ bond dipoles ಗಳನ್ನ net dipole moment ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ that takes place like this, that is representing downwards direction. ಒಂದು upward direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು downward direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ in between them there is a cancellation of bonds or bond dipoles takes place. That means mu is equal to 0. In this particular molecule, dipole moment for this particular molecule is 0 because there is a cancellation of bond dipoles takes place. Here also there is no cancellation of bond dipoles takes place. One is in this direction, another one is in this direction, another one is in this direction. Okay, if these two cancel with each other means we left with one more bond dipole, that should exhibit the dipole moment. That is why option third will be the correct option, and that molecule exhibits zero dipole moment. Okay, next. So which is the next question here? In which of the following 4 sp2s and 2 sp2 sigma bonds and 2 pi pp bonds are present anta kelidare. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 4 sp2 s sigma bonds and 2 sp2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, if you take an example, first example, that is, see, this will be the first example. Here they have given what is the hybridization of this carbon. Because of the presence of 2 pi bonds, it can exhibit sp hybridization. Here also sp, idu kuda sp, and here also all the carbon atoms exhibits sp hybridization, and we could not find any sp2 hybridized carbon here. This is the wrong option. And the second one is CH2 double bond C double bond CH2. Here this carbon atom will have single double bonded, that means its hybridization is sp2, and the middle carbon atom will have 2 sigma and 2 pi's. Okay, that means its hybridization is sp, and the last one is having single double bond, that means it is having sp2 hybridization. Okay, here this is sp2 hydrogen ಅಲ್ಲಿ s orbital ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. sp2 s ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ 1, sp2 s ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ 2. Here also sp2 s sigma bond third one, sp2 s sigma bond fourth one. 4 sp2 s sigma bonds are present na. Okay, again 2 sp2 sigma bonds. Illi nodi, this is sp hybridized carbon, this is sp2 and this is sp2. sp2 ಮತ್ತೆ sp2 ಇದೆ, ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ sp ಇದೆ, ಇವುಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಏನಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ sp2 ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು, ಅಗೈನ್ sp2 ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 2 sp2 ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 pi bonds are present ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು pi bond present ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು pi bond present ಇದೆ. So all the conditions were satisfied here. Which is the correct option then? Option 2 will be the correct option here. Okay, which consists of 4 sp2 s sigma bonds followed by 2 sp2 sigma bonds and followed by 2 pi bonds. Okay, option 2 will be the right option. Next, then which of the following has a coordinate bond? What is meant by this coordinate bond? Coordinate bond means, if you take an example of NH4 molecule, usually nitrogen is a trivalent in nature and it can form only 3 bonds. Okay, 3 bonds capacity irtade adakke. 3 bonds formation aadamele it is left with one set of lone pair of electrons. But if we want to make one more bond with nitrogen, means nitrogen, it can form one more bond with hydrogen atom by sharing its 2 lone pair of electrons with hydrogen atom. Illi ಒಂದು covalent bond formation ಆಗಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ that bond is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons from both the atoms. Here one hydrogen donated by hydrogen, one electron donated by nitrogen. Okay, that is a covalent bond. But here the case is different. The required electrons for the bond formation are given by nitrogen itself. Nitrogen only can donate both the electrons and the formed bond will be dative bond or coordinate bond anta karitare. Okay, ee tara nature ee examples alli yaudralli ide anta kelidare. Okay, here the option 2 is AlCl3. Okay, aluminum trivalent in nature, 3 bonds capacity ಇದೆ, 3 bonds ಅನ್ನು formation ಮಾಡಿದೆ. There is no formation of coordinate bond here. And the third one is NaCl. Here also in between them a single covalent bond is there and there is no generation of coordinate bond. Fourth one, Cl2 molecule. It is purely non-polar covalent bond. In between them there is no formation of dative bonds. Okay, allu equal distribution of electron agide, illu kuda illi kuda. Okay, unequal distribution agutte yavaga ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಚ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ in case of NH4Cl molecule. Which is the correct option here? Option 1 will be the correct option here. Okay, next. So the next question, the distribution of electrons in the molecular orbitals of O2 molecule is as follows. Okay, they have already given some set of molecular orbitals. In addition to that, which will be the correct pair that we have to identify. Okay, O2 molecule, number of electrons will be 16. Each oxygen 8 electron donate ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, but here we have 2 oxygen atoms, that will become 16 electrons. Okay, 16 electron system ಅಂದರೆ that is greater than 14 electron system ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು? we have to follow the condition of 1 2 2 1. 1 2 2 1 ಅಂದರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ 2pz ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಿರಬೇಕು. ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಅಂದರೆ pi 2px pi 2py ವಿಚ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ 2pz. ಇವುಗಳ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ಆರ್ಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಆ ಥರ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ O2 ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು MOT? ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ 1s ನ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ 1s, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ 2s, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ 2s ನೋಡಿ. 1 that means sigma 2pz followed by 2 means pi 2px is equal to pi 2py. Pi 2py, again these two are common, pi star 2px, pi star 2py. Pi star 2px is equal to pi star 2py. At last single represents sigma star 2pz. Sigma star 2pz. Okay, which is the correct option here? First option, that is directly started with pi 2px square, pi 2py square and pi star 2px square and pi star 2py. Okay, if you distribute the electrons, 16 electrons into this molecular orbitals. Okay, 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 15 and 16. Okay, in the electronic configuration of O2 molecule, the anti-bonding pi star 2px and pi star 2py molecular orbitals, they have single electrons. Okay, which is the correct option here? Option 1, that is wrong. Option 2, that is 2px square 2py square, pi star 2px 1 electron, star 2py another electron. Okay, that will be the correct option, that pi star 2px and pi star 2py both are having single electrons. Okay, which is the correct option then? Option 2 will be the correct option. Okay, so the next one, so the next question, among the following species the diamagnetic molecule is? Okay, it is very easy to predict the magnetic behavior of the molecule, that is based upon the number of electrons. Okay, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ 14 electron, 15 electron, 16 electron ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ. When we got those electrons, how can we identify whether it is paramagnetic or whether it is diamagnetic? Suppose here they have already given that B2, O2, CO and NO. These are the examples given. ಈ ಥರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅನ್ಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಅವುಗಳ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಇಫ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ even ಇದ್ರೆ that is diamagnetic. ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ನಂಬರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಈವನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಸಮ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಗಳು ಬಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. That is paramagnetic. Okay, suppose even idre diamagnetic, odd idre paramagnetic. Here one exception is also there. You must remember this exceptional case. Even though the molecules with 10 electrons and 16 electrons, ivella ಏನು odd number even number, 10 and 16 both are even numbers. Even though they are even numbers, they could not exhibit diamagnetic behavior. Instead they can exhibit paramagnetic behavior. These two are the only exceptional case that you need to remember it. Okay, 10 ಮತ್ತೆ 16 electron system ಬಂದಾಗ you can directly put it as paramagnetic. Even though they are even numbers, they could not exhibit diamagnetic property. Okay, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 10 and 16. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲ್, ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೌ come to here. B2 means each boron atom will have 5 electrons. 2 atoms ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 10 electron ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 10 electron odd even na? Even, but it is exceptional case. It is paramagnetic. And O2 means 16 electrons. 16 electron ಇದೆ even, but it is exceptional case. It is also paramagnetic in nature. And here ನೋಡಿ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? 6 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? 8 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 8 + 6 is equal to 14. 14 means ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. At last, NO. N, it is having 7 electrons. Oxygen will have 8 electrons. That means 15 electrons in total. 15 electrons means that is odd number. That's nature is paramagnetic. Which molecule is having exhibiting diamagnetic behavior here? CO molecule, which can exhibit the diamagnetic, and rest of the molecules they are paramagnetic in nature. Which is the correct option here? CO. Okay, third option will be the correct option. Okay, next. _41 question, that is the number of electron dots in a Lewis structures indicates. This is the very direct question. Suppose if you can take an example of a Cl. On Cl we have representing 7 dots now. What are those 7 dots represents? These 7 dots represents that this is Cl atom which will have 7 valence electrons in its valence shell anta. Okay, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು 4 ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರಿತೇವೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನು ವೇಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ Lewis structure indicates that indicates the number of valence electrons in an atom. Okay, number of valence electrons ಅನ್ನೇ ಅದು represent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Which is the correct option here? Option 1 will be the correct option, that is number of valence electrons in an atom. Next. Number of bonding electrons in N2 molecules are. Okay, N2 molecules ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, each nitrogen atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ 7 electrons ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 2 atoms ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ it will have 14 electrons. Okay, 14 electron ಇದೆ. In order to find out the bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital, we have to write its electronic configuration, that is sigma 1s. ನೋಡಿ, you must remember the nature. ಏನಿರಬೇಕು? less than or equal to 14 electron system ಇದ್ದಾಗ it must follow 2-1-2-1 system arrangement of molecular orbitals. ಈ ತರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, followed by 2 stands for what? Pi 2px is equal to pi 2py, followed by sigma 2pz. Now we have to distribute the number of 14 electrons that we need to distribute. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, followed by 14. Okay, this is the molecular structure of a N2 molecule. Energy level diagram ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, molecular structure. Next, in which the starred ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್, ಅವು ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ನಾವೇನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್? 2, 4, 6, 8 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 10. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ 10 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ABMOದಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, which is the correct option then? Option 4 will be the correct option. Okay, the number of bonding electrons in N2 ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತವೆ? 10 ಇರ್ತವೆ. Okay, next. The geometry of ClO3 minus according to valence shell electron pair repulsion theory will be. Okay, the geometry of ClO3 minus ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ಜಾಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ VBT. ಓಕೆ, VBT ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಜಾಮಿಟ್ರಿನ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. VSEPR ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ that we can explain this structure of the molecules by using their lone pair, bond pair, bond pair, bond pair and lone pair, bond pair repulsions. ಅವುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿನೇ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ClO3 ಮೈನಸ್ ಇವುಗಳ ಶೇಪ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಈಸ್ Cl. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮನ್ನು? ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ Cl ಆಟಮ್ 1 ಇದೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ 3 ಇದಾವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ Cl ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಓಕೆ, Cl ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ X, ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ Cl ಆಟಮ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 7 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೋನೋವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ನೋ ಮೋನೋವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 7 + 1/2 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 8. X is equal to 4 ಆಗ್ತದ. X is equal to 4 means that hybridization will be sp3. sp3 hybridization ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವಿತ್ ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಅ ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ X ಮೈನಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. X ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 4 ಇದೆ. ಮೈನಸ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3 ಇದೆ. 1 ಅಂದರೆ this particular molecule ClO3 minus exhibits sp3 hybridization along with one lone pair. sp3 with one lone pair ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಜಾಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ? ಪಿರಮಿಡಲ್ ಜಾಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಬಿ ಬಿ ಬಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಪಿರಮಿಡಲ್ ಜಾಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಶೇಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್? This molecule will have pyramidal geometry ಅಥವಾ pyramidal shape. 44th question ಗೆ second option will be the right option, that is pyramidal shape. And the next one, so the next question, it is an easy one, that is an sp3 hybrid orbital contains. Okay, sp3 hybrid orbital. sp3 hybrid orbital ಅಲ್ಲಿ what will be the percentage of S and what will be the percentage of 3? ನೋಡಿ, S ಇರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 p orbitals ಇರೋದು 3 ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, how can we calculate it? ಓಕೆ, percentage of S ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ನ how can we identify? ಒಂದು S ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ 4 ಇದೆ, ಇಂಟು 100 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಆಸ್ 25%. ಅಂದರೆ sp3 ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ನ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ 1/4 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. 1/4 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ 3/4 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಪಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, 1/4 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 3/4 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. Yes. In which of the following ionization processes the bond order has increased and the magnetic behavior has changed? Nodi, here they have given a set of compounds N2, that is N2 plus. What they have asked here, in a set of these molecules, which molecules bond order has increased followed by which molecules magnetic behavior has changed ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ಗಿಂತ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲಿನ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರು ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಗಿಂತ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ N2. N2 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದನ್ನು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. 14 13 14 3 13 2.5 12 2 ಈ ಥರ. ಓಕೆ, N2 ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ? ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 14. N2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ 14 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 13 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದರ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹಂಗಾದರೆ? 14ಗೆ 3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 13ಗೆ 2.5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, N2 ಮೈನಸ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ N2 2 ಮೈನಸ್. N2 ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ N2 ಅಂದರೆ 14 electrons with the addition of single electron that will become 15 and N2 2 minus means that is 16 electrons. ಓಕೆ, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 15 16 and 17. 14 3 ಇದೆ, 15ಗೆ 2.5 ಇರ್ತದೆ, 16 again 2 and 17 1.5. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 15 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? 2.5 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ 16 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2. ಅಗೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಕೂಡ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, NO and NO plus. NO and NO plus. Okay, here 7 plus 8. Again 7 plus 8 minus 1. This is 14. ಇದು 7 plus 8 ಅಂದರೆ 15 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 15ಗೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಪ್ಪ? 15 ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ 2.5. 14 ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ 3 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ನೌ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ದೇರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 2.5 ಇದೆ, 3 ಇದೆನಾ? 15 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್. ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ 14 ಅಂದರೆ ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ, and that even number is not present in the exceptional case, that is why its magnetic property is diamagnetic. So which is the correct option here? NO and NO plus molecules will show increase in their bond order, followed by both are changed by their magnetic behavior. Which is the correct option here? Option third will be the correct option. Okay, next. So the next question, the ratio of number of sigma and pi bonds in benzene is. Okay, for this we have to consider the structure of benzene. Here CH 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 CH. This will be the structure of benzene, which consists of how many sigma bonds here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. It consists of 12 sigma bonds. And how many pi bonds are there here? 1 2 and 3. 3 pi bonds are there. What will be their ratio? Okay, 3 ones are 3 fours are 4:1 will be the ratio of sigma bonds and pi bonds present in the molecule benzene. Which is the correct option here? Option 4. ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಕೆಲವು ಟೈಮ್. ಪೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 1:4. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೈ ಕೇಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 4:1. Okay, you just keep this in your mind, which is the question that has been given. Okay, 4:1, that means fourth option will be the right one. Okay, next. So the next question is, the hybridization of sulfur dioxide is. What is the structure of sulfur dioxide? S double bond O. This will be the structure of hybridization sulfur dioxide, or else you can take it as SO2. Okay, hybridization of SO2 ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಲ್ಫರಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? X is equal to half into valence electrons of central atom sulfur 6 plus divalent atoms attach ಆಗಿರೋದು monovalent ಅಲ್ಲ. That is why we do not consider it, which do not carry any type of charges. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ? 0 ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. 0 followed by 6/2 ಆಗ್ತದ. X is equal to 3. 3 means that exhibits sp2 hybridization. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? What is the hybridization of sulfur dioxide means? sp2 hybridization. That is third option will be the correct option, sp2 hybridization. Okay, the next one, among LiCl, BeCl2, MgCl2 and RbCl, the compound with greatest and least ionic character respectively are. What are the examples that they have given here? LiCl followed by BeCl2 followed by MgCl2 and last RbCl. Okay, here what they are asking? Compound with greatest and least ionic character. Okay, ionic character na ನಾವು explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ we have to remember some things, that is ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಲಿ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ the size of cation involved in that ionic compound should be greater. Okay, ಆ size of cation ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ the molecule is moving towards ionic nature ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫಜಾನ್ಸ್ ರೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದೇರ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ followed by magnesium followed by rubidium. ಓಕೆ, ರುಬಿಡಿಯಮ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಮ್, ನೋಡಿ ಲಿಥಿಯಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಮ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಇದೆ ಇವೆರಡು. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, along the period atomic size decreases ಆಗ್ತದೆ because of the electrons were added into the same shellsಗೆ electrons ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವುಗಳ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಟ್ಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ lithium. Okay, among all these examples ಯಾವ cationic size ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, rubidium molecule will have more ionic character. ಯಾವುದು, RbCl followed by which is having smaller in size, beryllium atom. beryllium cation ಗೆ size small ಇದೆ, that is why BeCl2 will have least ionic character. Which is having highest ionic character here, RbCl, and which is having lowest ionic character here, BeCl2. Okay, then which is the correct option here? Option 2 will be the correct option, that is RbCl and BeCl2 will be the correct pairs. Okay, okay, the remaining questions that we will discuss it in the next class.